Then I also introduced myself.
How do you get the phone,
I also introduced myself as Francis Chukwemeka Kujobi, and said that I'm going to be the tutor or the facilitator or the trainer for this skills course. Then I also went ahead to explain digital marketing and how it implies to you all, so like individual and businesses. So marketing, okay, sorry, I had an interruption, so I had to mute the call. I had to mute the call. So I'm here now. So I was saying marketing is your ability to drive sales and generate revenue for a particular company or entity. So when you're driving a sale, I saw the sales could be a product or a talent, or everything is around product, right? So um, in this aspect of marketing, we'll be learning how to um, market products, see methods, procedures, and how to uh, develop and create exposures for products, commodities via the digital platform. And the reason why is the digital platform is because most individuals, most companies, most entities, in fact, your day-to-day consumers are mostly engaged on the digital space at this present time, right? So, and because of that reason, digital space is now one of the most how should I put it? One of the most proactive place for you to create product awareness, brand awareness, you know, create a driving audience for your particular product that you're selling, right? So, and it's this same digital space you're going to, put together your potential customers. So, not like the old times where I'll use the word analog, where most marketing procedures are not done on digital space. That is where you see they will have to, go hire an artist. You see the marketing crew will come out, like they hire individuals very well, right? They wear uniform, to divide them into different locations, different states. So they will go with the vehicle. I remember that time I was in primary school then. Yeah. So when Milo and Bonvita used to come to our school then. So that was their method of marketing, right? So they realized that okay, if they could do this marketing through go to schools and do this thing, they will capture these kids' minds. And when the kids get home, they'll be like, Daddy, buy Milo, mommy, buy Milo, Bonvita. And that is how we grew up with Milo and Bonvita. So but now this is the digital space is more active than ever, right? And there's more to come too as well, right? So most product and most brand owners are on that space now. So in this class, we'll be learning how to go about all this marketing, right? See the first steps to take, see the necessary things to consider, um, you know, look at the necessary things we need to research. Although it's a 2 week class, yeah, it might not accommodate all that we want to learn, but I want to make you all understand that you will also have to put in your own efforts by revising what has been taught and also adding more to yourself, right? So that um, you understand properly and you also develop and build yourself properly. So for this class and this training, we'll be having a class here online on Teams, just as you all are here on Teams. And when it comes to question and answer, you use this chat section. Sorry, yes, you use this chat section to send in your questions. And when maybe I ask a question like, can you hear me or you cannot hear me, you also use the chat section to also reply me, right? Um, I wouldn't want you to turn on your mic during the class because the class is a confidential one. So you turning up your mic is going to be interruption when you're not asked to, right? So it's when maybe you cannot put the question in text properly, then I can prompt you to turn up your mic and ask the question. Then also, when it's time for attendance, when I instruct for the attendance to be taken, I you you would use the Q and A. I hope you can find the Q and A section, right? Question and answer section. So um okay. You also use the chat section rather, but you use the chat section and the Q and A section. These two places, you use them to send in your names and your phone numbers. Your names and the phone numbers, the way you use, the way it was inserted when you were registering for the course, right? So that's the modality, that's how the class is going to be taken, right? So don't forget, when it's time for attendance, when I request for my attendance, your name and your phone number, right? You paste it on this chat section here and the Q and A section, right? So also in this training, we'll be doing some practical tasks, and I will want you all to put put your effort and put your hands on deck to work, right? So that you bring the best of yourself. As time, if not necessary, if not now, but as time goes on, you build yourself to be the best, right? Because I'll be giving out activities and I'll be expecting feedback, right? Because if you don't give me feedback, I wouldn't know how well to know. I wouldn't understand where your weaknesses and strengths are. So it's when uh, I give you a task, then I see your feedback, then that is where we now have a mutual understanding of where you stand or where you want to be, right? So I think maybe after this training, after this class of today, I want you to take your time to go on TikTok, right? And you go to your search bar and you use the hashtag. Use the hashtag Dsep, right? Use the hashtag Dsep or hashtag photo, right? Once you use the hashtag Dsep or hashtag photo, you're going to see it's going to bring you videos that are the recent videos, right, of the digital marketing training that I conducted for photo students, right? So you so that you get to understand the type of activity you're going to prepare your mind to do, and you get to understand how well it's going to impact you and impact your prospective clients, right? So um think that is what we're going to be doing. So, for this training, we'll majorly work with our PC, right? So also we'll see how to work with our phone so that we'll balance it. And with the aspect where we'll be working with our phone is in the aspect of content development, right? In the aspect of content development, because I I'm not sure, I don't know, but I just the way you when you're applying, they ask you a question if you had a PC, right? So, but we are Nigerians now, and so eventually maybe you're not having a PC, so you understand how to develop this content on your phone and also on your PC, right? So it's just like an extra, but we'll see how to speed it up. So, um, I think okay. So So in this training, we'll be looking at the um marketing strategy process. That is marketing strategy process that involves your planning, your market network, you know, your review and revise, and your design and execution. Your design and execution. Also, we're looking at effective market channels, right? And then the the individual marketing channels themselves, which is the content, the video, the social media, and email marketing. Also, we'll get to understand what SEO means, is rather why we are going to use SEO, why SEO matters rather, why it matters, how to approach it, how to approach SEO, right? And the process is involved when you want to engage your clients. Maybe you have a client and you like to engage the client for an SEO type of gig or type of job like that. So, other things that may come in between as marketing is implied. Yeah, so one other thing, um, I believe we are strongly, I don't know our age differences here, but this is a marketing class, right? As this is a marketing class, I also want us to not not allow the WhatsApp group to be cold, right? Because marketers are known for their proactiveness of the social space, how you connect and relate with each other, right? So uh I wouldn't want us to be cold. in the chat section. I want us to interact, right? Interact about things, generally market, right? Then we should also respect each other, right? Also know the type of words to use because you don't know you don't know yourselves, you don't know one another deep down, like personal level, right? So for you to say you know this person's temperament, you know that person's temperament, and how to manage it, you all don't know, right? So in that course, since you all don't know each other's temperament and stuffs like that, is that I will advise you all to know how to use your words and know the kind of words to use. Uh, so um, Right. So with that being said, I wouldn't want to see where someone is calling another person names, or using harsh words. Right. So respect, I would like respect to be mutual. So because I want the group to be active and communicating, right? I believe most of us here have products that we are marketing, or most of us here are product owners, right? Or most of us here, or some of us here are sales officers or marketing officers for a particular company or a particular business, right? Or some of us here are preparing to enter the market space. So there's a lot of things you need to do together. There's a lot of understanding you need to put together. So use this short time, these 2 weeks, interact and get the most of it. All right. So one of the um tasks of today is we'll be reviewing all the social platforms that we use for this class. All right. We all know that Teams is for the class where we interact live, right? Then other social space that we need, right? I don't know how many of you have your LinkedIn account here. You have your LinkedIn account, whether it's active or not active. You can use the chat section to indicate you have your LinkedIn account. Okay. I do, I have, I don't have, I don't have, I have. Okay. Okay. So from the feedback on this short survey, I understand that some people are yet to drop in their own because the number of feedback I'm seeing is not equal to the number of attendance in this class, right? We are, I think, excluding me, 16. How many have sent? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 12. Just 12 people returned their information on this survey. So the other 5, 6 people, what is happening? people who are not part of the class. Or you know what I'm saying. So for I think one other person also joined, just joined now. Okay, no problem. Uh, there is no much. All right, so most of the feedback I've seen here is that you don't have a LinkedIn account. All right, so I will show you what a LinkedIn account looks like, and let's see if we could get a process on how to get this thing, right? So I will switch my screen sharing now so that I'll share a different window. So I believe you can see my browser, right? So for those of you that don't have a LinkedIn account, right? What I want you to do is after this class, you take your time, you go to your browser. Now my browser is open, just the way yours is going to be open. Probably you might not be using Chrome. If you're using Chrome, you can just type direct, right? But because I'm not using Chrome, I have to go to google.com, right? Google. Google is a search engine, right? Most of us know, some of us might not know, right? So on this Google, you now have to type in LinkedIn. You see the way I spelled it, right? LinkedIn. Once you type LinkedIn, you just hit your enter button so that the search can start. So now it has loaded and LinkedIn. This is the website here. But I didn't want to just type this website direct on the browser because not all of us are illiterate on browser. So I had to go from the basic, right? So here's LinkedIn. So all you just do is just tap on LinkedIn login sign in, right? You tap on it, it's going to load the page. Now you're going to see sign in. But this time around, for those of you that don't have a LinkedIn account, you're not going to sign in, right? You're not going to sign in. What you're not going to do is you scroll down and you look for a new to LinkedIn, then you click on join now, right? You click on join now. Once you click on it, it's going to load another page. So this is where you now put your email and your password that you like to use for the account, right? Your email, the password you're going to insert here is not your original, it's not your Gmail password, though, because some people used to think that it's the Gmail password that will end up inserting here. No. Once you put your email here, the password you're going to put here is a password that is for LinkedIn only. Like you're going to use it to sign in, just use your link, anything LinkedIn, that's what you're going to use, right? So once you put these two things, you agree and you join. Then you do other processes that are followed, right? So, but for me to have the account, oh, what's my password again? Chukwokike. Ew. I hope I remember my password, but if I don't, you give me some minutes, I'll check for it so that I'll sign in on this PC. Let me try this one. Let's see. Mm. It says my login attempt is suspicious. So probably I put in the wrong password though. So, okay, sign in now, right? So for those of you that don't have, once you're successfully created your account, you started everything, it's going to look like this. Although this is not your profile, this is not your profile, so I should take it to my profile so that you see what the profile looks like. So this is what the profile looks like, right? So on LinkedIn, it's important for you to use a clean picture, a nice picture as a profile picture, right? This one here is the profile picture, right? Although this is an old picture of me, this is not my recent pictures, this old one, all right? I haven't taken a good picture lately. So, but you take a nice picture, something like this, right? You have it here. Then you also have a picture for your banner. The picture can be something different. You should just have a professional look, right? It mustn't necessarily be a picture like this. It might just be a fine background, or maybe an institution of what you can do as per your portfolio or what you are doing as per a professional, right? Then it comes down to your name and every other information that you have to insert. The field where you thrive in professionally, the organization where you work, right? Your institutes, that is where you graduated from, your university, right? Then every other information that is needed. I think some of you, or let's say most of us here are learned, so you'll be able to insert all these things by yourself, right? So I'm just using my own as an example so that you understand what is ahead of you. For those of you that don't have a LinkedIn account yet, so it's because of you that I am going through this process of showing my profile. Then on your work experience, you have to put in your work experience from your past experience to your most recent experience. You have it here. And then your education, like for me, this is mine. I had to put national service because, right, I've not had any higher one again. The next one is PGD and masters, right? So we're here to do that one. And then if you have licenses and certifications, you can also add them here. Like I have mine, right? So everything is here. So if you've handled the projects before in the past, you can also have it here. Projects. So talking about projects, you can also add the project that you've done, that you did maybe in your final year. When you were in final year, that's your final year project. If you have a picture excerpt of it, a document excerpt of it, you can just, arrange it and add them here so that anyone looking at your profile before will know that you've handled the project. So then if you have recommendations from past your previous bosses or your previous colleagues or something like that, you can also display them here. If you don't have anyone, you can maybe request from them, right? So you can see this is the last part of the profile, nothing else to show. So this is all about your profile. Once you have all this set up, your profile looking professional and good and nice, then you're good to go. So that's for LinkedIn, right? So next on the list is How many of you also have a TikTok account? Okay. I can see that most of the people saying I have, they're all ladies, right? And the people that are saying that they don't have, they are guys. Okay, I've seen one guy. They say he has. I don't know if he's a guy, but his name looks like one. Walter. Walter Chikodi. Okay. So for those of you that you don't have a TikTok account, what I want you to do is you have to create TikTok account, all right? You create a TikTok account. Yes, Walter, I know that you're a guy. Whoa, rejoice too, you're a guy. Okay, yeah, I've seen someone very rejoice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so okay, blessing says blessing you don't have. Wow. It's rare for me to see a lady that don't have a TikTok account. So okay. That's good to know. Most of you don't have, and most of you have. All right. So for those of you that don't have, I think let me see. I don't know. I've not created TikTok account on the web browser before. Let me see if there's a nice procedure for it. Just the same way TikTok, right? Okay. So this is okay. Now you can see their website. You can also see sign up here, right? You just click on sign up. So now you can say sign up with your email and phone, or continue with your Facebook. Well, I think I would advise you to sign up with your email and your phone, right? Once you click on it, you're going to put in the necessary information. So for those of you that is signing up, you're going to see it. You're going to see all that is involved, right? So I can't sign in my TikTok account here. The process, process might not be tedious, sure, but we all know what TikTok looks like. So, but we need it. Okay. So asked about TikTok. Now, you need the TikTok. For those of you that don't have, you need to create a TikTok. It's not an exception. I've talked about two social platforms. I've talked about LinkedIn. I've talked about TikTok. Now the next one we're going to talk about is Instagram. So how many of you have Instagram accounts? So if you have an Instagram account, I think I'm seeing that the responses is not equating to the number of people in this class. Those of you that behind your keypad, behind your phone, I don't know. Is it that you don't want to type or you don't want to be inclusive in this class? One thing you need to have in mind is that as you're typing your names, you can see I'm calling the names. So once I see that once I go through the class, once I go through the whole activity of the class and I see that your name is not correlating to how well the activity was in the class, you're going to be checklisted. So I don't know what you're doing behind your keypad that you're not actually interacting. I'm asking questions and it's not equating to the number of people that are in this class. Okay. Well, so all right. I can see the number of people that have IG account. I've not seen I don't have. Almost everybody have IG account. But yet you'll be complaining for data. You say, ah, this thing is chopping my data, oh, but you people have it. It's Nigerians. So you can see people. It's okay. Oh, one person has said she don't have. No, he don't have. So Henry, you're going to create the account, right? Oh, Deborah says she has a three. Nice. I don't have TikTok and whoa, Uzoma, they are going to have it now because they're a marketer. You need it. Wow. Uchichukutu don't have TikTok and IG. Okay. I think those of you that are just saying I don't have TikTok and IG, you guys were the part of people that didn't respond initially. It's not that you're responding. Disney, oh, well done. You guys tried. So see, Instagram is the same similar way. You just for those of you that don't have, you just Instagram it, you know, Instagram and voila, you have it here. Login. You can follow through the login link. Because when you get to the login link, you're going to see sign up, right? Once you click on sign up, you put all the information that are required. Name, full name, username, and password, right? So one other thing you need to know is that these apps these social platform have their mobile apps. So for those of you using Android and those of you using iOS, you can still use these um, apps on your devices. So for one way that it's going to like for LinkedIn more especially, one of the ways that it's going to be easier for you to sign up is when you go through the website. It's going to be easy for you. You're not going to have any hassle or delay or like all those some kind of things that you're not able to feel because LinkedIn needs plenty information from you to ask you your name, ask you your university, ask you where you're working, ask you your experience, all these things. Most of these things you're going to be filling it as you're signing up. But TikTok and Instagram, they don't really need much like that. So for that LinkedIn, I advise you to use the web browser to create your account. Hey, is it the Mecca? They have IG for sale. Ah, you see, you're taking the wrong step to exposing or creating the product awareness for yourself. You've not understood your market audience first of all. You're just you're sending it in. Now, do you know if your fellow trainees, do you know if you have product owners here or business owners here? You don't know. You've not done any survey yet. So what if you've now dropped the information now? Nobody's interested in your commodity. How are you going to feel, right? So these are the things you need to learn. That's why you're here. So it's important for you to take a break, You don't be too quick to advertise. Understand then before you advertise, right? So I know it's marketing, but you're in a learning environment, so learn. Okay, so I've spoken about the necessary social apps that we're going to use for this class. Then one other thing I'll also take my time to introduce us to is platform. Platform like okay. Okay, so one of the things I'm going to introduce us to is Upwork, right? So before I made that statement, I had to, clarify, check, so that you know that you have a niche there and they're actually paying for such services, right? Digital marketer. So you as a digital marketer, you can also identify yourself as a social media manager, right? So they have somewhat similar role, but difference is that social media manager is really focused on social media, right? But the digital marketer does a blend of social platform, emails, and other related platforms, right? So understand it. So that's what we'll be doing. Um, that's what we'll be learning, all right? So does any of you have any question as regards all that's said so far? You have any question that you want to ask? Okay, Deborah, you have an Upwork account already. Okay, that's good. Uh, okay. Okay, Rejoice. Can I hear your question? Okay, let me start with Uzoma. What is the full meaning of SEO? The full meaning of SEO is search engine optimization. Search engine optimization. So in a real sense, let me go back to that word. In a real sense, or in a layman understanding, search engine is these are search engine. Microsoft has their search engine, Google have their search engine, Yahoo have their search engine as well, right? So for Microsoft, I think their search engine is Bing. So by the time I type food, let's say type for Igbo traditional food. Now, this is Microsoft search engine, right? Bing, Microsoft Bing, right? You come here to search. If you let's say we want to use Google. The one for Google is the one we generally know as google.com, right? This is Google search engine. If I still put the same thing, search engine result. I think Yahoo have theirs too. So, but I don't really know their search engine, the name of their search engine, because okay, so theirs is search.yahoo.com, right? So this is their own search engine, right? So if I still put the same thing and hit search, you can see it, right? So all these things are search engines. Then the optimization. So what you're doing is, in a layman sense, you are optimizing the search results for a particular product or a particular company. In the sense that when I come to search for this, like the way I search for Igbo traditional food now, once I type this thing now, it's going to bring for me the list of companies. Let's say now all Nigerian foods, maybe this is a restaurant, but they've optimized their search engine such that as I searched it, it came out with their product. So it's easy for me to access them. Like ethnic seed dishes too, the same thing. But this is under Yahoo search engine. If you still go to Bing, you're going to see uh, no, it's not this one. If you go to Bing, you're going to see the 10 most popular dish. This is also from a website, right? They optimized their search engine. Look at that. You remember that all Nigerian foods that we saw here, all Nigerian foods. You can see their search engine is optimized and they are appearing on both sides, right? If you go to Google, right, you're going to see Wikipedia. You also saw Wikipedia here, right? There, look at all Nigerian food as well. So you can see this all Nigerian food, they did good optimization for them, right? So this is search engine optimization and what it means. Now, okay, so what would you say is the topic for this our first class? Now you have said a lot of things, but could you like make it into one statement? This is an orientation class. I said it from the beginning. This is an orientation class. So if you want to give it a name, you can say digital marketing and SEO orientation class session, or orientation class for digital marketing and SEO, the way you want to put it. Rejoice, say you didn't hear my explanation on digital marketing. I think I explained that thing twice because the first time you're not hearing me clearly, but regardless, regardless, digital marketing, just the same way in a layman understanding, is your ability to create an awareness for a particular product, entity, or a brand on the digital space, right? Using digital means and methods. So with the main aim or main purpose to drive in sales to generate revenue or build brand awareness or maintain a brand trust. So that is digital marketing in a nutshell or in a layman language, right? So it's the ability for you to sell a product over the internet, over the digital space from a particular location to another particular location, right? So the next one, please, what if we don't have enough funds for LinkedIn account? Yeah. LinkedIn is not going to restrict you from not using the platform. If you are not having the necessary information at this moment, you're going to provide it later. But the ones that are required of you to feel like necessary and you don't have them, you just put something that because you can always go back to edit it. Let's say, for instance, now you're not done with don't if you're not done with school, you see there's an indication there that will tell you that okay, are you currently in school or is allowed, right? So you can LinkedIn is not going to stop you. I don't have an Upwork account. Yes, I was talking about the Upwork. We're also going to create the Upwork accounts here in this class when the time arrives. Can Fiverr work also? I don't have an Upwork account, but sell on Fiverr. If you sell on Fiverr, it's good, right? It's good. It's good. I'm just account. But compulsory, that's why I mentioned it. So you have to create the account. Search engine optimization. That's what I said. Search engine optimization. You have materials to share after the lectures. You need materials. I only have my slide here. The things that you just be doing is probably, I don't know. The classes are going to be recorded, right? So, but don't don't expect the class to come in fast, right? So the recorded classes are going to be coming in towards the end of the class, maybe 3 days to the end of the class or 2 days to the end of the class. So that's when it's going to come in. So, but before then, just be taking down your notes. You see things that are on the screen that you want to keep. You know how to use your phone or your PC. Digital marketing is the art of creating awareness. Okay, that's your own word, right? So basically, you had a nice introduction for this training today, orientation. So what I would like you to do, or what I would like us on the same chat session, I would like you to introduce yourself. So what you're going to type is you're going to type your name and the location where you're learning from, and you're not going to type the department where you're working in now or what you're actually doing now, right? So, but if you're a student, you can also identify that you're a student, but you're actually doing this type of uh, business or this type of work as well. So that's what I want on the chat section now. So everybody, I think we have 16 people here. So the 16 of you could just can do that. So your name, okay, okay, okay. Okafor, you didn't put your location. Hello, okay. Carlo, photo student, okay. Carlo, were you part of the people who are just finished training on digital marketing and content creation? Okay. Okafor, where? Okay, okay, Carlo, okay, said no. All right. Um, okay, okay. Evo, Walter, Port Harcourt student, okay. Mary Jess, photo student, okay. Photo student, okay. Photo students. Oh, photo students as well. Okay, most of you that are photo students, you are coming in for your second badge, right? Okay. Chichuku is the K from Enugu. Chichuku, what are you? What's your current field now? Are you a student or uh? Okay, Walter is a student. Those are my area business owner over. Okay. Um. Okay, Walter Port Harcourt is student. Okay. Okay, Chichuku. Okay, photo student as well. All right. Basi Obia Carlo, photo student. Okay, photo student. Wow. Okay, so we have more of these photo students here, right? Okay, so now that's good. So also we have mixed now, photo students and people from other places. I'm not even meant to be here. Kamsi, Kamsi say, no, you're not meant to be here. Okay, now that I have the understanding that most of you are photo students. Okay, now this orientation is not the photo students, right? Um, this time around, the WhatsApp group chat, the type of conversation is not going to be the type of conversation it used to be the first, on the previous training WhatsApp group, right? So because now you don't have just yourself as students there. You also have some people who are, they are not students. They are professionals at what they do. And so that you have a necessary understanding on how you're going to communicate on the WhatsApp group chat, right? So this is the reason why I conducted this short survey now. So to understand each and every one properly. So for those of you that are just coming, photo students that are coming for this batch, right? Do well to meet up to your attendance. Don't don't relent, don't stay back. Meet up the 70% because if you don't do that, I think I don't know if there's going to be another batch again, but if you don't do that, I mean, okay. So I think I've spoken enough, right, for this orientation. So okay, yes, one other thing. Um, Now let me ask this thing. For those of you working and also to the students as well, what do you want? What do you think? What do you aim to achieve with this training? At the end of this training, what do you want to see yourself achieve? It's this particular skill. I want you to write it just the way you talked about yourself now. Just type it. Because I want to work with I'm gathering all this survey so that I will know how to transfer knowledge to you and also focus on those things that you actually want as an aim. Okay. Okay. And that's good. From graphics artist, okay. Okay. How would you delight? You mean you are a football you play football or you just post match or let me understand you. Because to be able to study on markets a product is and also learn how to grow my audience. Okay. Okay. In my Web3 field. Okay. Self projects using Web3 blocks and services. Okay. Okay. Also, they are marketing at this before it registers further process to learn this world. Okay. I want to be a content creator and I want to perform well. Okay. I talk about football. Okay, okay, out here, I understand. I want to be able to freely communicate with people and be able to present it online and know how to market it. Okay. What do I aim I aim to utilize my training to help getting my skills by audience. All right. I've gotten your feedbacks. I've seen where and where you want to focus on. And that's nice. So product owners, you want to market your product, manage your customers, you want to maintain your social presence, you want to be a community manager and also build awareness for other brands. You want to develop yourself in the digital space. All right. So, okay. So we'll see how put a streamlined focus that is going to touch all these areas within this period of our training. Because to get digital skills and be able to implement them in my crypto job, crypto community. It's okay. It's okay as well. All right. It's okay. For those of you indicating Web3, crypto, and stuff like that, uh, the aspect where you want to be, I know you don't want to, it's not the developers aspect you're talking about because as a developer, it's something different, right? Think where you're talking about is you want to build a space for like community, a community space where you'll be able to share information, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yes, you're going to share information like I myself too, I work as uh, as a community administrator for a crypto project as well, right? So, okay, if that's what you want, I understand what you're going to. Yeah, my same as well. The project is an NFT project as well. It's okay. It's okay. Um, all right. I've understood you all, and I've seen where the focus is, and we'll see how to put it all together. So one of the main things is for you to be attentive in class because my kind of teaching is that even if I'm focusing on a particular topic, I could stay within that short time, expand it to other areas where it affects. You know, the main the main the main essence is because of time optimization, right? Time utilization rather. So trying to utilize the allocated time, right? So that's where it's hope yeah for okay the verb the cashier, what does she say she wants to aim at? The verb. The verb, I didn't see Carlo David. This is not the previous training, right? Where you come with that kind of that one is for that training before you don't do that one here, right? Yeah, and that is going to come in when I want it to come, right? At the time, right? So you're supposed to know that your class is going to last for 2 hours. So it's your duty to actually charge your phone and keep the battery that's going to last you for 2 hours straight, right? So you can't actually drop an attendance now. So Deborah Odum, I didn't actually see your own feedback on what you aim to learn or what you aim to achieve, you know, at the end of this training. Or you don't have anything to say as regards that, or you're just it's personal to you. Okay. There's enough time though, but I think since today is orientation, I don't want us to take much time like that. So I'll we'll see how to finish up this orientations class on time so that you will not give me an excuse tomorrow because I don't like excuses like that. So all those social platforms I listed, I want them created and set up properly. LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, right? And don't forget your Facebook. The reason why I didn't talk about Facebook is because I felt like almost everyone has Facebook, right? So these are the necessary apps that we need. Others are going to come later. So, but until then, these are the four social platforms that are needed right now. Okay, yes. So career advancement, right? It's okay. Okay. Okay, come to let me hear your question. Prosper, the four social platforms are your LinkedIn, your LinkedIn, your TikTok, your Instagram, and your Facebook. But how did you know that someone that's inactively rejects? Yeah, yeah, so how you guys keeping tabs? That's what's even brought me. Yeah, and to me, my own was just 50. I'm not happy that I was brought in here, but it doesn't hurt. Prosper, you okay? Let me ask you this question. How many classes did you attend? The class was for 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 5 days in a week, 5 days a week. So it was approximately 10 classes. How many classes did you attend? No response. So you see, that's why you see, that's now you understand you attended five. Now you understand why you're repeating your class and why you don't have the right to drop the statements you just dropped here now. So be guided next time. So it wasn't my fault that I wasn't able to attend. I was sorry. Intends to improve my networking skills. I help my own business reach out to. Okay. So okay, it's all good and all fine. All right. Um so what next? So I think is there any other question that any of you want to ask again? Any other question? Or anything that you're not clear about in all that we've done, I've talked about today? I have a question. You might be not sure what this thing cost per lead marketing. What do you mean is by I think you mean what you're trying to say is pay per click, that is PPC marketing, right? Meaning that you're paying for every ad click, right? I think that's one of the things that most of the advertising agencies do. They are paying for each advert that is clicked. So it's not that uh, uh, what should I put it? It's not that they are paying you that has the product. You are paying the advertising agency for. It's not that they are paying you for advertising your product. No, you are paying for every customer that clicked that your advert, right? They interacted with that your advert and actually probably purchased the product or something. So that's why you're doing cost per lead. So pay per click, cost per lead, right? Yeah. So I think the people that do that cost per lead is like Facebook. When you are trying to host an advert, you pay a particular amount for particular number of people that is going to reach, right? So you're going to see the estimated amount that is going to cost you. So once the ad roll out, everybody that interacted with that ad, maybe as they interact with the ad, they registered and filled the form, they are paying for per person, right? So that's what they charge. So it's not like they are going to give me some seconds, please. Okay. And then do you need someone to register you to start? I think you don't understand what I said. That's what you're learning. You're learning how to host the adverts, right? So, but now the thing is, some companies don't know how to navigate that advert. So they could pay for that. They could go and do it by themselves, and they will end up not seeing like a result. They will end up not seeing tangible leads, right? Mm. So that's why you see there are people people out there, they will call themselves and Facebook ad manager, Facebook advert manager, something like that. So those guys, they they what they do is once they initiate the lead, once they initiate the advert, they monitor the reports. So from that report, there's a way they re-engineer it, and so that they'll be able to get more leads from the advert, so that the cost is not going to just waste like that. So I think I'm going to explain that when it comes to Facebook advert management. And sorry, Facebook advert, right? And the management that is involved. There are a lot of things to learn, but the timing, right? So we'll see how to accommodate everything. So I think there's no there's no more question, right? So just like I said in earlier, your attendance, right? Your name and your phone number. So you type it on the chat and on the question and answer. The question section, you're supposed to see it on your phone now. I didn't using a PC. I would have said at the top screen of your PC, you see it just after chat. But I don't think you're using your PC. So if you're using your phone, uh, you're supposed to see it on your phone now. But nonetheless, it's here already. So, but use today before tomorrow's class to locate where the Q and A section is. You see Q and A, right? You're not going to see question and answer. Q and A, that's what you're going to see. Deborah or Zoom. Okay. They have in Zoom. There's also for Teams as well, right? So, but you just take your time. Maybe after COB today, you just take your time and go through it. Maybe you're going to see it, right? If I'm able to also, if I locate it, I'll also share it on the WhatsApp group as well. Okay, Victoria says she has seen it. Okay. Well, also say he has seen it as well. So, but for you to use that Q&A, you need to create an account with Teams. So now, when you're creating this account with Teams, you have to the name you use to register for this course. Just I think that's your legal name. So that's what you're going to do. Yeah, Uzoma, yes, daily, the same time, 1 to 3 p.m. I think if you tried signing in, I didn't allow you to sign in. You have to sign up. Signing in is different from signing up. Signing in is that you already have an account with them. You've created an account with them before. Then you sign in with those details. But when you don't have an account with them, that's when you sign up, right? So signing up, yeah, you're a new customer, so you're signing up with them. So I think for you to use the Q&A section, you have to sign up, just like who said it? Walter said. So when you're signing up, the name that you use to sign up for this training, I think that's your legal name as well. So that's the name you're going to use. I think she's going to share if okay, is there a method? Can someone cannot share image here, right? So I think she's going to send it on the WhatsApp group because she can't send image here. It's the same chat window, but you're just dropping your attendance there. This place now they are conversing here. They have weird. There are other things that are said here, just like this thing you just typed in now. This is not your name. This is not your phone number. This is another content entirely. So, but on that Q&A is just your attendance that is there. So you understand what I'm trying to say, or you understand where I'm driving at. So, but for the sake of this first class, that most of you don't know where the Q&A is. That's why I said you should just write it here, just type the attendance here. So, but after today's class, you take your time to locate where the Q&A is, so that you drop your attendance there. You drop it there and drop it here as well, just for casualty's sake. Casualties, rather. So any other thing anyone wants to say, or any other person dropping his or her attendance, if there's nothing else, I'll just give the facts for today, so that we'll just we'll conclude today's class. If there's nothing to ask again, nothing to say again. Okay, so the tax is the first one is I've already talked about it. First one is to create those four social accounts, those accounts on those four social platforms. Right? Then the second tax is all most the things we've talked about this in this orientation today. You just give me a summary tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to the first session of tomorrow. In fact, not just the first session. Tomorrow is going to be an interactive type of class. So you are going to give me a summary, a verbal summary of today's class. So that's the task. So it's understood. If that's understood, so I think we can call today a successful day already. So thanks for coming to class and see you guys tomorrow. The task is that you create the account on those four social platforms, and you also do a verbal representation of the summary of this class tomorrow. So I don't know what I want to type. I'm not saying you should go and do this, do that, do that. They are just two simple tasks. Yeah, you're welcome, Deborah. You're welcome, ACN, Victoria. You're welcome, Kansi, Kansi, Ronald, Prosper, Walter. Uh, all right. All of you have a nice day. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah, you can log off now. You can log off.